Now, with more complete coverage, News 13 continues with Ron Futrell and the sports team.
All right, the World Pro Hoops Tournament going on at the Cox Pavilion has a strong local feel to it. Plenty of former Rebels in action out there. Former Rebel Reggie Theus is also coaching the ABA Select team, but tonight Earl Curitan took his place, but you can see Robert Smith was a little to his right there, a former Rebel, as an assistant coach in the game. These games have been good, close ones. Tonight, same thing. Michael Johns with a drive and a score for the ABA Select team, which is Reggie's team. They beat the London Leopards to move on in the winner's bracket. I don't know how the players could tell each other apart. Their uniforms looked like one team's the dark team and the other team's the dark team, but looks a little close there in tonight's game. There's Robert Smith for you from behind there. Okay. In the fall, the community college will play its first season of basketball. The Coyotes, coached by George Tarkanian, have apparently found a home to play in now. Looks like the North Gym on the campus of UNLV will be their site. They wanted to play in the Cox Pavilion, but were told by UNLV officials the Cox was already filled up with dates, which wasn't accurate. Then they were told that the Cox, that they could actually rent the Cox Pavilion for $7,500 a game, which is a pretty high price, especially when you consider UNLV and CCSN are part of the same university system. But bottom line, they'll be in the small 900-seat North Gym.
It's a little smaller facility, but I think it's a nice facility to start off with.
Would you like the Cox Pavilion? Does that make more sense, perhaps, to you for the future of this program and for UNLV for that matter?
Well, the Cox Pavilion is a beautiful facility, and obviously, you know, I would love to have our teams play there. There's a lot of give and take on it. I mentioned a lot of people that, you know, the concept of the rent that they wanted to charge at the Cox wasn't very appealing to me. I think our school was still willing to do it, but wasn't very appealing to me.
Okay, the 51s win tonight by coming back in the ninth inning. In fact, they win with a squeeze bunt in the bottom of the ninth, 10-9 the final over Oklahoma. Dodgers and Rockies tonight from Chavez Ravine. Sean Green continues his home run tear. Another one tonight, his 25th of the season. He's hit 22 in his last 34 games. He also does the job out there in right field with a nice-looking catch coming up here. Dodgers beat the Rockies 7-1. It's the Dodgers' third straight win. Dodgers are 20 games over 500 for the first time in 6 years. They lead the West by 2.5 games over Arizona. Speaking of Arizona, at Houston tonight, bottom of the ninth, 2 out, bases loaded. Astros Greg Zahn batting down by a run.
Yeah.
Woo! Wow, that's a nice way to hit a game-winning grand slam against the World Series champs. 7-4, Astros win with that grand slam in the bottom of the ninth by Greg Zahn. And oh, by the way, it was on an 0-2 pitch, and Zahn was a pinch hitter.
Wow.
And that one, so wow. That's a nice way to end a game if you are an Astros fan.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if not,
well,
sorry,
there's
next time.
Come back.
Yeah. Well, that does it for now. Thanks so much for being with us. We'll see you back here tomorrow on News 13 inside Las Vegas.